Before I tell you my mantra, I have to tell you where it came from. 4 years ago, I experienced the most difficult times of my life when we were at a family gathering in the pool and my daughter, who was 3 at the time, almost 3, had an accident, and I spent the entire time ever since I got her from the water till the moment we're in the hospital, praying and praying and praying. And I had unwavering faith, and I was so sure that everything was going to be okay because my faith was just incredible. She was going to be fine. Everything was perfect for her to be fine. I had a doctor in my house who gave her CPR. The hospital was minutes away. The 911, the ambulance came immediately. It was just perfect, and she was going to be fine. And in the hospital, while they're trying to get the monitors to beep again, because at that point they weren't beeping, I was just praying and praying, and I was so exhausted and drained that I asked God to give me a phrase that I could repeat without having to think about what to pray for. And the phrase that came to mind was my mantra nowadays. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I remember thinking like, no. I don't want that phrase. I don't want that prayer because that would mean she's not going to make it. And she is going to make it. And then I got a few other signs and I realized my daughter wasn't going to be saved the way I wanted her to be saved. She was saved, just not how I wanted her to. And ever since, I didn't think I could survive that. I didn't think I could live without her. So after I found myself having to make a decision as to I'm going to move on and continue living rather than surviving, and I'm going to be happy again one day, I realized that that's what I had to think about. I don't know how I'm going to survive this. I don't know how I'm going to be happy again, but I can do it. I can do it because the strength is not going to come from me. I didn't have it. I didn't have it in me. And that's when it made sense. That's when I was able to repeat it with faith. I can do all things, even be happy again without my daughter, even living a life, a fulfilled life without her, because the strength wasn't going to come from me. So my mantra is, I can do all things, anything, because my strength comes from God. My life is a miracle because I can do anything. I believe it wholeheartedly. So with my daughter, I remember at some point when it first happened, I didn't think I could be happy again. And my husband and I were sitting in our walk-in closet with our priest, who was our spiritual director at the time. And we asked him, are we going to be happy again? Because we were the happiest family on earth. We really were. And we were like, you've seen this before. Can we be happy again? And he said, well, some people are happy again, and other people are unable to move on, and they're not. And we were like, what's the difference? How can we be the people that are able to continue their lives and be fulfilled and happy? And he said, the people that don't move on are the people that think that love is measured by tears. So the more you love, the more you have to suffer for your child who you lost. And I remember thinking, I adore my daughter, but I am not going to honor her through tears. I'm going to honor her through smiles, through giving, through service. I'm very visual, so I imagined her like a little angel looking down on me and being so sad because I was crying so hard. And I just couldn't stand the thought of her being sad and grieving because mommy couldn't move on and mommy couldn't understand she was okay and she was happy. So when I took that into consideration and I realized that I can do anything, I decided to do things to honor my daughter, to do things to be happy again, and to act on it. and because I believed it wholeheartedly that I can do anything I want anything, then I started doing things. And doing things means, well, first I have my pity party, because I believe that we have to honor the way we feel and we have to welcome the emotions, and that's the psychology in me. I would allow myself to be sad, to cry, to be in bed and have a hard time getting out of it, to have my days of just grieving. And then after I had my pity party, which had an expiration time, I wouldn't let myself go on for too long. Then I was like, okay, I'm ready. It's incredible. So although I went through a lot of pain because of this experience, it's been an incredible blessing for my family. It's kept us together. It's strengthened it. And there's something really special about us, very special. And like I always say, we are VIP in heaven, so we get whatever we want.